If you want to detect, we suggest you select Garrett's 80 Pro. It's the best way to go. Garrett's metal detectors will always protect us, 'cause we find things that are old, silver hammered and gold. Good hunting, soldier.
Thank you, sir.
How's everyone doing? You may remember last November, or you may not remember, last November I was on my way to Dallas and I was going via Dubai, and that's because my wife's daughter works for Emirates Airlines, so I get relatively cheap tickets, so it was a viable way for me to go. I went east to go west. It's 5.5 hours to Dubai, and then from Dubai to Dallas 17 hours or something, or 14 hours. It's a long time anyway. Anyway, so what happened was, because I've got one of these cheap tickets, I'm low priority, and got to Dubai from Vienna. Okay, no problem. I called Garrett up before I left and I said I'd bring some of my finds with me. Roman coins, Roman silver coins, gold rings that I found underwater in Croatia, silver hammers, lots of silver hammers, maybe 50, 60 or 70 pieces. Half crowns, silver half crowns I found in the UK, and a Morgan dollar that somebody sent to me. That was Heather Wayman. I took all those with me. Anyway, gets to the airport and didn't leave the terminal, went straight to the Dallas flight. I got maybe 4 hours to wait, so I waited the 4 hours, and they told me I couldn't get on board. People were boarding. I had to wait. I had to be the last because I got one of these low priority tickets and there was weight restrictions. Cut a long story short, I wasn't allowed on the plane. So I asked them when the next one was, and they said 24 hours. So my daughter-in-law lives and has a flat in Dubai, so I called her. She says, yeah, come on over, no problem. I then had to leave the terminal and go out, and went through x-ray machine. And the guy said, I see you've got some coins. So I said, yeah, metal detecting finds. I was quite happy to show him. I showed him the metal detecting finds. And I said, I've got some gold and silver rings too, which I found. I was there about an hour. I'm packing up, I'm going now because my daughter-in-law's waiting for me. And he says, no, you're not going anywhere. We're confiscating these. And I said, you're not. Anyway, I couldn't argue. He took me down to an office. He confiscated every piece that I'd got. I asked him why he was confiscating the rings, because this is jewellery, and if he confiscates jewellery, then he should confiscate everyone's jewellery that comes through and out of the terminal. It don't matter how much I remonstrated and argued. I called him a thief and everything. I took photos of him. I demanded his name and his number. He promptly announced that he was going to arrest me if I didn't delete the photos. So I got no option. So I went and I stayed there overnight. And they did tell me, give me a receipt for everything. They did tell me that if I come back in a week or so, maybe I could get them back. So rather than just popping back there, halfway around the world, I got my daughter-in-law to inquire. And after a week or so, they said, yeah, you can have them back. And then she went again, or called up again, and somebody says, no, you can't have them back. And this is how it was over the next 4 or 5 months. No, he can't have them back. Yes, he can have them back. If he writes to the embassy, he can have them back. So I contacted the embassy, the British embassy in Vienna. Said, no, we don't write any letters, so forget that. So then I contacted the embassy, British embassy in Dubai, by email. I didn't phone, and they've never answered me. So I'm going today. I'm going to Dubai. I'm going to try and get all my belongings back. And this is what I want to say. I've got a chain here. I would advise you, if you go to Dubai, don't wear any jewellery, because jewellery, my jewellery, was confiscated. Okay, so don't wear jewellery. Anyway, so I'm going later this evening, and I'm doing a round trip, coming back straight away. I don't want to stay in that country. If I do not get them back, I will demand that the guy that took them from me has his hand chopped off, because if you take something from somebody without their express permission, that is deemed as stealing. So as far as I am concerned, this guy stole my coins, and in their own law, in Islamic law, if you steal, you should have your hand chopped off. So I know I won't get it chopped off, but I will demand it anyway, and I'm going to kick up a stink. Maybe I've got to be careful, because I might be spending more time over there than I really want to. But if I get the coins, I'm coming back, and I'm going to take you with me, and I'm going to film it all the way. I'm going to film it when I get there, unless I'm asked to stop it. So I'll try and secretly film this and see what happens, and I'll keep you posted. So see you when I get back. In Dubai, look, here's the massive tower there. It looks a bit foggy down there. I don't know whether that's a sandstorm brewing up or what, but right in the distance it looks foggy. Look at the traffic. Don't know which way this is. I can't see it that way. It must be behind us that way. But anyway, I went to the customs, and I saw all my stuff. They didn't give it me yet. They told me to go back at 11 o'clock, and there's an 80% chance I'll get the stuff back. I hope I do. And I went wearing my Knights Templar ring in defiance. Okay guys, this is the moment of truth. I'm going to find out if we get these coins back. Nikki's coming with me. That's Alice's daughter. So we're going to be all nice and polite and see if we can get them back. We're on the underground now, metro. Just come out from the customs place, and they said they're giving me everything back after a lot of pleading, bargaining, a lot of phone calls to various people in charge, and they said I can have everything back. But I haven't got it now. I've got to pick it up when I catch the plane back, and they will see me just before I catch the plane back and give it me that. So we'll see. So I flew into Dubai yesterday, and I'm flying out today, and you'll see what I'll come for in a bit. So goodbye Dubai. Hopefully never come here again.
المطار مبنى رقم 3. The next station is Airport Terminal 3.
This is the final leg of the story, because there you can see my suitcase, and that white packet there is everything what they gave me back from Dubai Customs. I had a real fight on my hands. When I went back, they said I could only have the rings and a few modern coins. All the old coins should be in a museum, they said. Okay, so my point was, why did they want European coins in an Arabic museum? Not compatible. And then I also told them that they told me that I could have all the coins back, and that's why I'm there. And then when I get there, they changed their minds. I was really wrangling with these guys for hours and hours and hours on end. So that's empty. This is everything. They've given me everything back. This is what they told me. Okay. So now we'll check. I think you can see that. Okay. Yeah. So here's Roman silvers. Roman silvers there. Marcus Aurelius, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Roman silvers. I don't know why there's nothing in there. Maybe, I don't know. A very old coin, that is. Very old, about 1,000 years old. That's really old coin. And it appears that's a Roman coin. So they're all Roman silvers. I've got all the rings back. 1 gold ring, 2 a white gold ring, another gold ring, and 2 silver rings. Everything there back. Okay, let's get these out and show you. One of these I found in Croatia with Craig Rutherford. That's American Digger in Europe. You want to check this guy out. He's finding rings every 5 minutes. And really got a lot of stuff. So there's all the gold rings. I think you can see them. Let's get these out of the way. Silver hammers there. They go with that. Here's my silver coins. Some of them given, some of them found. Everything in this is silver, yeah. Half crown, half crown, half crown. That's silver, another half crown, another half crown. This is 2 Morgan dollars that was sent to me by Heather Wayman. Beautiful. I love these coins too. Really detailed. 1897. And a Liberty dollar. That's 1923. Beautiful. Everything there is silver. This is all silver. A silver button. A silver 2 shilling piece. A silver shilling piece. I think that's... No, it's not. It's... I don't know what that is. Yeah, it is. It's a shilling piece. This is a present given to me by Jed Dodd, Peace Havens. And all these bits and pieces here, which maybe you can't see, is all silver items. Yeah, you can see them. I'm just checking. Okay, they're all silver items that I've found. So everything there's silver. Silver Roman, Marcus Aurelius, silver Roman, some more silver hammered, that's Roman, that's medieval. I don't know, can you see them? Let me just check. Yeah, you can just about see them just in the shot. They're medieval. So let's open this packet up. These are all my silver hammered medieval. That one in particular I was interested in getting back because that's 1,000 years old. It's in excellent condition. Nothing in that. They're pretty old, and there's all my silver hammers. All silver hammers here, look, 70 odd pieces. And they've given me everything back. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure. I think it's silver. These are all silver hammers. Everything's come back. And then finally, this last bag are all Roman coins. And I don't know why I put that in there. These are all Roman. And I'm going to move everything over so you can see. These are all Roman coins. Beautiful. Stunning condition. That one. Look at that one. Beautiful. I think that's Antoninus Pius. That's Marcus Aurelius. In good condition. And all these Romans here. All beautiful. Back in my collection. Back in my collection. And I'm really, really happy about that. So, thank you Customs in Dubai. You really made me fight for them. But I got them back. And it was difficult, really. I spent hours and hours in the place. Wrangling, arguing. But I got everything back. Everything's back. I'm really happy about that. I won't be taking them out of the country again. I was taking them out of the country because I was going to Dallas and I was going to go to Garrett's. Just found a couple more coins there. Roman. I was going to go to Garrett's and show them and have a photo shoot with them with all this stuff, and it didn't quite work out. I put these coins in my hand luggage for safety's sake. I couldn't make the Dallas flight, the connection, so I had to leave the next day. So I decided I would leave the airport and stay the night at my wife's daughter's place and come back the next day and catch the flight to Dallas. So came out the airport, went through the security and the x-ray machine, and all this lot got spotted and it got took off me, and it's been with them for 6 months. So 6 months they've had these coins. I never gave up. Alice's daughter was going down to the customs people on a regular basis saying, can he come and fetch his stuff? Yes, he can, they said. And then another time, no, he can't. And then another time, yes, he can, but he has to bring a letter from the embassy. So I contacted the British Embassy in Vienna, asked them if they would give me a letter so they could release this stuff. And they said, no, sorry, don't do that. Try contacting Dubai. So contacted the British Embassy in Dubai. Didn't make a phone call because it was going to be expensive. So I sent an email. And that was about 6 to 7 weeks ago. They never even had the courtesy to answer that email. So what the hell are embassies for, I do not know. They get paid to look after our interest, as any embassy does, to look after the interest of that country's people. They certainly didn't look after mine, and they're a bunch of twats as far as I'm concerned. Didn't even have the courtesy. But anyway, so I just took it upon myself, because I couldn't get an answer from the embassies. I just said, I'm going. I'm going to take the chance. So, day before yesterday, I got on the plane, 10 o'clock in the evening. And with the time difference, I landed at 6 o'clock in the morning, their time. I went straight to the office. I took all my jewellery off. I didn't wear any jewellery. Because if they confiscate the rings, which they did, and here they are. No, I've taken the rings out. There they are. If they confiscated jewellery, then they could confiscate my gold chain around my neck. So I didn't take any chances. I wore one ring. And I don't know where it is. It's downstairs. It's a Knights Templar ring. In defiance of the Arabic nation. I went there and they told me to come back at 11. So I went to Nikki's place till 11 o'clock. Came back. And they said I could only have the rings and maybe these modern English coins and bits and pieces. That was it. 27 pieces, they said. All this and them and these they was going to keep and put in a museum. I said it don't make sense because this is Western or European culture and artifacts, and it just won't look right in an Arabic museum. I remonstrated and I said, look, you've got the power to give them these coins back if you want. And I was nice, I kept my cool. I was really going to lose my temper, but I didn't. I managed somehow to contain myself, and I said in a nice manner that, you know, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do anything. This is what I do, collect coins and so on. And you've got no right to take them away. What I did say to him was that, and I couldn't film it because I'd be in more trouble. So I've got no film footage of when I was with these people talking with them, but what I did say was that if you take something from somebody without their express permission, and this is deemed as stealing, and And in your own law, what do you do with a thief? You chop the hands off. That didn't go down well, and I thought I was going to lose everything. And then I said, look, you've got the power to give me these back. And he said, look, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll speak with my supervisor. So I had to wait another half an hour, 45 minutes, and the supervisor came. And I told him, in a nice manner, the same story as what I told the other guy. And I said, look, it was not intentional bringing these into the country. It's only because I missed the flight. If I'd have got the flight to Dallas, I wouldn't have had to come out the terminal and you wouldn't have confiscated this stuff from me. And there was no malice intended. I didn't want to break any laws, but I didn't want to sleep in the airport in a chair for 24 hours. So I went to my daughter's and I put these in my hand luggage for safety. But it seems they weren't very safe from you. That's what I said. Pretty nice about the whole thing. Within 2 minutes, he just spoke to the other guy and went out. And I thought, that's it, I've lost them. And then the other guy said, okay, he said you can have them. But this is the deal. You take these out of the country. When are you leaving? I said, now. As soon as I possibly can. I've come back specifically just to collect these coins, no more. I said, I don't want to come back in the country again if it's going to cause me this hassle. So I said, well, all right, come back when you find out what time your flight is. I picked the phone up and I called somebody. I found out when the flight, and it was like 5 o'clock in the evening or 5:30. And he says, okay, come back at 1 hour before you get on your flight, which I did. And 2 guys escorted me right to the checkout and then gave me the coins back. They just wanted to be sure that I was going out of the country. And as soon as I got my ticket and I was through, then they went and they gave me everything back. And I never opened the case until now. And I've just checked, and it appears that everything, or the most important things that I really revere, are here. And that's this coin in particular, because it's in such beautiful condition. And this coin is not bad. They all want putting in oil. There's some really good coins here. That one I wanted to keep more than anything, and all my silver Romans I wanted to keep. And these Morgan dollars that were sent to me, and these half crowns, they just mean a lot to me, as I'm sure you all know. Anyway, so look, it ended happily. Yeah, in the end it cost me a flight to Dallas, because I didn't go to Dallas in the end without the coins. I didn't want to go. So I came straight back to Vienna last November, really disappointed. Been losing a lot of sleep thinking, you know, what am I going to do? This letter's not coming from the embassy. And then in the end I just said, I'm going. I had a feeling they would say, sorry, it's after 6 months and they're going to go to auction. But no. It was okay with me. I appreciate what they've done for me. And they was nice with me. I must admit, the guys were really, really nice with me. And they've made my dream come true, and they've given me back my stuff. But it won't be leaving the country again, I can tell you that. So be careful. Just be careful if you're transporting this stuff. You can either put it in your main pack, your check luggage, which means that it won't have to come through the X-ray machine if you're coming out of the airport. So just be careful. Thanks everybody for watching, and speak to you soon. Bye bye.